I've been fucking hoes and popping pillies, man, I feel just like a rock star. All my brothers got my gas and they always be smoking like a rasta. Fucking with me, calling about a losing control, man.
Welcome back to another video. Today I wanted to talk to you about the Dodge Demon. I am one of probably 2,000 or 3,000 people that have had the great luxury of going down the drag strip in the Dodge Demon, which as we know is its intended purpose. I am not a Dodge fan. I have never been a Dodge fan. I probably never will be a Dodge fan, and I feel like they've taken a pretty substantial step right now in the reverse step to making me a Dodge fan. So, as a big fan of the Demon, probably one of my greatest captures ever was a Dodge Demon doing a beautiful 10-second burnout, which was captured by drone in the air pointed straight down. And there was a Monarch butterfly probably 5 or 6 feet below the drone. The drone was probably 150 or 200 feet off the ground when I captured it. Which is pretty cool. I called the photo the Monarch. It's probably been one of the best captures I've made of the hundreds of thousands of photos and videos I've made. It's probably my number one. I've also gotten to watch it do a number of burnouts. I became friends with an owner. It was quite the cool thing. Him showing up to just 2 seats, no interior, pulling his Demon crate out, changing out his tires. He very consistently ran 10-1, 10-2 down the quarter mile. I mean, we know combustion cars aren't the most consistent. We know it's very difficult to take even a fast purpose-built car and run consistent every run. There are so many factors when it comes to drag racing, but the Demon was cool. The Demon was undoubtedly cool. The Demon had a hype reveal that I have never seen, and I was hooked. I could not get enough of all the information and the speculation and the who's who and the who knows what and just everything. It was just such a great car. It was such a great release with a cool concept. $1 to put the seat back in, $1 for the back seat, $1 for the crate. Just cool. Like, I could not have thought it was any cooler, or it wasn't the greatest muscle car of any era of muscle car since the birth of the muscle car. So, I wake up, I open up TikTok, and boom, there's a new Demon. There's a faster Demon. It's 0 to 60 in 1.66 seconds. Its quarter mile time is in the mid to high 8s. It is this, it is that, it is the other. And I thought to myself, this just removed my entire love of Dodge. The bits that they did have that nobody else has even come close to, they just removed. They took, and it seemed like they thought the ending of the muscle car was 2020, so they came out with the biggest, baddest, last hurrah with all this stuff, and then it kind of went on for a few extra years, and we're still kind of tickling it a little bit, so then they come out with another one. Over 1,000 horsepower, and this, and this, and this. I get it. It's cool, it's fast, it's a Demon. But to me, it just insults the Demon. Maybe call it something else. Maybe it's Lilith. Maybe, I don't know. Get into mythology. Find something else. It can't just be Demon V1, Demon V2, and when the Demon V3 comes out in full electric, it's going to make the rest of them just kind of depreciate worse. But the Demon, and like the one thing I really didn't like about any of them, is that they are exclusive, and people bought them to put in basements and in storage. Cars are meant to be driven and enjoyed. The Demon was an absolute rip down the quarter mile. I'm telling you, it was cool. Running 10.2 as a passenger in a 840 horsepower car is nothing to scoff at. And it is an experience that has sat very fondly with me since I got to experience it. But when you take what is the greatest, the last great, and then you come up with another last great, it just absolutely flattens the brand for me. It takes all of the excitement, all of the unique, fun, everything. It just absolutely ruins the branding for me. And as far as I'm concerned, there will be a Gen 3 now. I didn't think there'd ever be a Gen 2. Now there will be a Gen 3. It will more than likely be electric. It will more than likely do the quarter mile in 7.8 seconds and do 0 to 60 in 1.33 seconds. And it just will never end now because there is no passion behind the branding. There is no that was that. That was everything it was meant to be, and we will leave it alone and not tarnish it. We have to do it. It is so annoying. But, like, I just get stuck on this. Why is there no Viper? Why is there no new Viper? When exotic cars are selling in droves, the Corvette comes out mid-engine and the demand is just like nothing anybody's ever seen. Why is there no new Viper? An unfinished platform that had an early retirement because of poor performance on the sales figures does not get the revamp it deserves. Instead, they take their greatest achievement and dilute it. It's confusing. I'm very confused. GM forgot they build the Camaro, apparently. They just kept building it. Ford dealerships just tarnished the Mustang. Dodge seems to have their own whole cult, untarnishable reputation of building these cool runs, and then they ruin it for themselves. Too much of a good thing, I guess, is a bad thing.